working? Can we see? Is that working?
Yeah. We can say hello and everything.
Cool.
Hello.
Hello.
So here we are, folks. This is your lovely new caravan. As I say, my name's Owen. I'll be doing your demonstration today.
Right.
I know you're brand new, so I'll literally start from sighting and leveling your van.
Absolutely.
And then I'll move on to the equipment that's with your starter pack. And then I'll move on to the caravan itself. So we'll talk you through all the features externally. We'll jump inside, I'll talk about everything inside.
Fantastic.
Now, if you have got any questions, and when I say any, I mean any questions, there's no such thing as a silly question. Okay. So if you've got any questions on anything, please feel free just to stop me and ask away. As I've said, you're my one and only hand over the day, so if you need me till 5 o'clock, I will be here till 5 o'clock.
Fantastic.
There's no worries on that.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So, I know you've done a towing course.
Yes.
Did they talk about cycling and levelling your van?
Yes.
Yes.
Basically, you get up, you get to your pitch, you get as straight as you can. You get your spirit level. The first thing you do is, if you need your levelers, you find out if it's down that side, you put your leveling thing underneath.
Yeah.
You move the motor mover inch by inch till that straightens out.
Yeah.
And then here you use the, what's this word called?
Jockey wheel.
Jockey wheel to take it straight that way.
Look at that, perfect.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's absolutely spot on.
Yeah, that's
all
what
it is.
I heard.
A lot of people, even experienced caravanners, seem to think the legs of the caravan are there to lift it up in the air.
No, that's dangerous, because you lower the leg to just the point where it's touching.
Yeah.
For stability, you don't use that in any way, shape or form as something you're going to rely on and have a Morris dance or a barn dancer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely
Even
spot
if
on.
you have drunk a gal on the side.
Make it 2 and I'm going. So yeah, level left to right first.
Yeah.
Under the tyres, and then as you say,
Just thinking. I mean, obviously, which way you'd put the, if you were coming in here, you'd put the wedge behind the wheel.
Yeah.
And then come up.
Yeah,
But obviously,
reversing onto it.
if the other side was down, it would be the other side you would do.
yeah, it's just whichever side you've got the lean on to
So
raise
you
it
start
up.
this way.
Yeah.
And the next one is that
front
one.
to back. So I say left to right first, front to back second.
Fantastic.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, you're a good listener then. So yeah, no, that's absolutely perfect. And then once you've got it level, wind all 4 your legs down. Now you may think, why is levelling so important? A, it's for your own comfort, and B, it's so everything operates properly in the caravan. Because for things like your fridge and like obviously the drainage for your sinks and that, if you are on an angle, things aren't going to work properly. So the more leveler you are, the better experience it is for yourself. Okay. Oh, perfect. That's a nice easy start. So, other than that, I'll move on to the stuff that's with your starter pack. There is some of the equipment I've already fitted in, so like your gas bottle and your pigtail, that's fitted in, ready to go for you.
So this is propane.
Yeah.
So that'll work in cold weather.
Yeah, perfect. That's all year round gas. They call the blue gas.
When that runs out,
Yeah.
we'll obviously just tell, because it'll start to hiss and then it'll die out.
You'll feel it. The
it'll
bottle will
start
go really light. So what I'd probably suggest today is if you unstrap it slightly, just so you can move it, pick it up, and you'll feel how heavy it is. You'll feel a massive difference when they're empty.
And when it does empty eventually, what will happen? It'll just the flame just will not light.
Yeah, you just won't have nothing there. And as daft as it is, if you open up the cooker, you'll hear the. If you hear nothing, you know your gas is running.
Right. So when you hear nothing, you know the gas has run out.
Yeah. But I mean, it all depends on how much gas you're going to use. You'll probably find that bottle will last you 12 months.
Really?
Yeah. It all depends.
But when we do want to change it, let's say we're in Portugal, it's a Tuesday afternoon, we run out of gas, we're on a campsite, how are we going to change? What do we do?
Now, abroad is a good question, because I'm not sure on foreign gas bottles. I've never caravanned abroad. I've caravanned in this country enough, and I know everywhere and anywhere in this country you can get a gas bottle.
Any caravan site will have
any caravan site. Obviously, Salop Leisure
You don't refill these?
No, you don't refill them.
Okay.
All you do is
In
you
the
take
old
the
days.
empty with you, and you exchange it for a full one. All it is on this initial bottle, you'll have paid like a lease for the bottle.
Yeah.
And then all you need to do to get a fresh one is take your empty one to any colour supplier and just swap it over.
Same size,
As
same one.
for abroad, I will ask on that because it's a good question. I don't know the answer, so I will double check. I would think they're all the same across Europe, but I'll ask someone that knows.
But if we made it sure it was full before we went,
depending on how long you were away for,
We'll go for about 5 or 6 weeks, but the only time we'd be using the gas would be to boil the odd bit, because we're slow cooking most nights, and then we'll be up to the electricity.
Oh,
so.
perfect. Yeah, you will
How
find
do
it will
I
last you till.
unhook the gas?
So all it is you will need a gas spanner, but we do them in the shop, and all it is unscrew the thread. Obviously, make sure the bottle's turned off at the top, so turn it all the way to closed.
So that closes it, does it?
So one close and then the others open it up.
Right. So when we leave a campsite, we close it.
Definitely turn it off for when you're traveling.
Right. So could you just have a look? So that way, which way closes
Yeah, that's
it?
closing it. It does say on the top.
So clockwise is closing it.
Yeah.
Anti-clockwise is opening
Yeah,
it up.
opens it.
How far do I keep going until it goes tight?
Yeah, yeah. Until it
So
shuts
that's
down.
quite. That's about 5 or 6 turns.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it?
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
tight
yeah, it's
now.
good old travel.
Now, so when I get to the campsite,
Yeah.
we want to turn the gas on, lift this up,
Yeah.
and I go like this all the way.
Yeah, I
till
tend
it-
to open them up all the way.
till it goes all the way.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I
it
do.
doesn't harm it.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you can't do no damage.
So you just keep going like
Yeah,
that.
that's it.
Okay, so it's open now. So we know that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
So to change it, what it is, the
Yeah.
nut on here is opposite thread. So it's anti-clockwise to undo it and clockwise to tighten it up.
So we just have to get
back
a
It's a sort
spanner.
of spannery thing. isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
a
it's
spanner
just,
thing.
it is called a gas spanner. If you literally go in the shop and ask them for a gas spanner, and
Yeah.
they'll get you one.
Yeah, you can get a gas spanner anywhere, basically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can use an adjustable, but what you'll find, an adjustable's quite long, where the
Yeah, a
gas
bit
spanners are
awkward.
quite short.
Short, and that
it's
doesn't
like,
trick.
even when I fitted this in,
Yeah.
I had an adjustable here, but I swapped it for a gas spanner
Right.
just because it's
So
easier to
you-
operate inside
You just
there.
get rid of. You just undo that.
Yeah.
That pipe will come out.
Yeah.
That'll lie
We
loose.
keep that pipe.
Yeah,
just
this
take
pipe is
And
nice.
then you,
nice.
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
undo this here from there.
Yeah.
And then you carry it to the camp bloke and say,
Yeah, yeah,
change
swap
this
it
for
over.
another one the same size.
Yeah.
That's a 6 kilogram propane.
Yeah, that's it.
So far, so good.
Perfect.
Perfect. So, other than that, we've obviously got your step,
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, that's straightforward, isn't it?
toilet chemicals.
Right, okay,
Now,
let's
you've
have a look
got
at
pink is for your flush. So what that is, it goes inside your flush tank, and when you
Yeah.
flush your toilet, it's a nice smelling fragrance for
Yeah.
your toilet. Now, the blue is what actually goes inside the toilet cassette.
Right.
So that's what starts to break down all the nasties
Yeah.
and also neutralises all the odours. So it doesn't
Right.
smell like you're carrying
Yeah.
a thing full of toilet, it just
Yeah.
smells like a chemical
Yeah,
toilet as
sure.
such.
Yeah.
But what it is, on our lovely Love to Stay up there, if you get some green chemical, you can actually empty your toilet on the pitch. So whereas with the blue chemical, you'll have to go down to either A, our vending machine, or B, the Elson Point, which is in the back of the dog wash, and physically go and empty it there.
Yeah.
Where if you use green chemical, you can actually empty it on your pitch.
On the grass?
No. Still down the drain.
Oh,
but
I
what it is, on your, you'll have the electrical bollard, so it's got your two taps
Yeah.
on, and also your electrical hookup.
Yeah.
And then the front drain is for grey waste, so that's anything out of your kitchen sink, your bathroom sink, or your shower.
Yeah.
But then the back drain is designed to empty your toilet
Toilet
tank.
tank.
If you use
Only
the green,
green
stuff.
chemical,
But if we
ecological.
just stick with this today,
Yeah.
when we do it, so when we're staying tonight, right?
Yeah.
We're leaving in the morning. Do we have to empty the toilet?
No, you don't. I probably would recommend it because of the smell of it.
Right.
Even though much it kills the odours.
Yeah.
But imagine if you have used your toilet and
We're only going to urinate in it.
yeah.
Without
well.
being gross.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not going to.
Yeah.
So would you still empty it?
I probably would.
Right.
Yeah, just for hygiene
aesthetics.
reasons.
Sure.
Yeah, the
okay,
cleaner
yeah,
it is,
yeah.
the better
okay,
it is.
fine. Yeah. So every time you spent a night in it, even if it's just one night and there's been half a dozen peas or whatever, empty it.
Yeah, I would, yeah. Because
And
all
you-
it is if you do leave it in there,
Yeah.
and imagine if you don't use it for 2 months,
Yeah.
you will find there will be
Yeah.
a slight odour
Sure,
to it.
of
The
course,
the
yeah.
chemicals work well,
Yeah,
but they're
yeah,
certainly not
okay.
designed so you.
And
you
you're
only
going
have
to show us
empty
now how
once,
to put this
yeah.
in.
Yeah, I'll show you where
Is that the
everything
next
goes.
job then? Should we do that next?
Well, no, what it is, I'll just
Okay.
talk you through
Sure,
everything, and
okay.
then I'll move you around it. So
Yeah.
you've obviously asked for some lovely caravan, some ramps.
Yep.
So there's your ramps, obviously reversing on and leveling it on.
Yeah.
You've got a lovely hitch lock. But
Yes.
I'll show you that afterwards. So that locks down over the front of the handle here.
And we would do. Do you do that on the campsite when you get?
Yeah,
to the
definitely
campsite?
100%. Anytime you're leaving the van unattended.
So at your house,
Yep.
when you're leaving it in the driveway,
Yep.
hitch lock on, and there's a wheel lock as well somewhere that we've.
Oh, I haven't seen one yet, but we'll
one
have
of
a
the
word
dead
with
expensive
Paul.
ones, the 320 quid one. Or
Yeah.
something. We've done as part of the deal. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I'll sort that out with
Yeah,
Paul when we go
okay,
back
fine.
down.
Great.
The other one as well is a good bit of advice. If you ever stop at a services, lock it to the back of the car.
Lock it. Just put it on. So
Yeah,
you,
so you can
connect it
literally,
here.
yeah, you can literally lock this lock over the top and lock
Yeah.
it solid to the car.
Right.
What it means is that when you're going in for a coffee or a bite to eat,
Yeah.
it means that someone isn't outside,
Yeah.
wheeling it off.
But we've
and wheeling the
decided that
caravan
with
away.
having the dogs, one of us will always be at the caravan.
Yeah.
So we don't need to do it. If someone's just one
As long as there's
person-
someone there, yeah. It's just if
Either
you're
in the
ever, so
caravan
even
or
if
the-
you both just pop into the loo,
Even
I
for
would
10 minutes.
lock it
Yeah.
on. Yeah, because
Yeah.
honestly, there is
Yeah.
people that sit in services,
Just
and they watch a
waiting.
caravan pull up, and they'll watch
Yeah.
him go in, and they'll just walk up behind it. You're in there for 10 minutes. Well, in 10 minutes' time, they're 10 mile down the road.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So always lock it on. But I'll give you a
Where do
demonstration.
you
of
keep
that
it when you're not using it?
I'll just keep it in your front locker in the front
Okay,
there. Yeah,
fine,
yeah. Because you want it readily accessible
Yeah.
to.
Are you understand? You're
taking
doing a
it all in.
fantastic job,
Yeah,
Owen. You
yeah.
really are.
No worries, no worries.
Fantastic.
So what this one is, this is your waste pipe. So this sends the waste out of the caravan into either A, your waste master, or
Right.
if you get another longer section, so get like a 2 metre section of that,
Yeah.
up at Love to Stay, you can literally plug this into the caravan, put the long pipe on and put it directly in the
Into
drain.
grey, yeah.
So rather than using this,
Yeah.
you can put it directly to the drain.
It's probably best for us to use this though and use
To
that
get
because
used to it,
a
'cause
lot
not
of
every-
campsites we stay aren't going to be as sophisticated as this.
No, that's I was just going to say.
Do you know
that,
what I
yeah.
mean? This is like
Yeah.
staying at a 5-star hotel. So we're not trying to be skinflint with the money, and
Yeah, no,
but
no, no,
it's
no,
probably
no.
best to just yeah.
Yeah, it's what suits you best. That's all it is.
So Wastemaster is toothpaste, water from the vegetables,
Yeah, yeah.
having a wash, that
Yeah,
sort of
that's
stuff.
it.
If you had a shower,
Yeah, we call it grey waste. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. It's
So-
anything that goes through your sinks and anything through the shower.
but not the toilet.
No,
That's
the
a
only
separate
one
thing.
that's separate is the toilet as such. Obviously,
Yeah.
because it is
yeah.
sewerage as such.
So, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
So we're obviously with this one, and with
Yeah.
this one, yeah, you can just empty it down a normal standard drain.
Okay,
Nothing
fantastic.
about that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we've got your Acarol, which is your water container. But as you see, I've just got my demonstration Acarol there.
Oh,
so it's
right,
exactly
so
the same.
It's exactly the same. So this is the thing you can roll along. You go
Yeah.
to the water point, you fill it up, and then it's got a handle on,
Yeah,
and you roll
that's
it
it.
all the way back, and you bring it back to here, and
Yeah,
you're gonna
drop it
take
on
us from
straight
there.
water.
Okay, Rose, you got all that.
So this is
Same as
that,
that.
and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
would sit outside the caravan.
Yeah,
with a
ignore the
plug
trolley
up.
bit because that's
With
just
no
for us.
trolley.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it
just
sits
sit on the
And a
floor.
pipe that goes in through that little
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's water for kettle.
Yeah,
washing your
anything that
teeth
comes
and
through the
washing your
sinks.
face. What about for shower?
Yeah, exactly the same water.
So would you get a shower out of one of those?
Yeah.
All right, so
yeah,
these-
yeah,
how
I
many
lived in one
litres
for
is
6
that?
months, no worries. They are 40 litres.
That's 40
The
litres.
trick is though, always check it before you get in the shower. I got caught out a few times when you get in the shower, especially half asleep, first thing in the morning, put your shampoo on your head, start shampooing your hair and the water runs out.
What you would recommend you do is if you're on site for a couple of days, is every tea time or something, even if it's a third full,
Yeah, just fill it up.
take
Yeah.
it back, fill it up, so that, I mean, not that, again, we're going to try and not shower in it if we can, but if you had a 2-minute shower,
Yeah.
how many litres of water would you use?
Oh, not that
10?
much. I had you can have a 10-minute shower. The main thing is you've only got 10 litres of hot water. That's more what you're up against.
It's
So remember,
what-
you've
what
only
it
got
heat-
10
you only-
litres of hot
yeah,
water,
yeah.
but then you've got 40 litres of cold.
Cold. Okay.
Yeah.
So imagine by the time you've diluted your hot water down, because it's too
Yeah.
hot to have it all hot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you mix the tap so it's
Yeah.
some cold, some hot.
Yeah.
But you can still sort of manage a good 10-minute shower.
But we
That's
could
great.
easily. I mean, if you went in and you just had like, I mean, a quick shower like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You'd only be using about 4 or 5
Yeah,
litres.
yeah,
would you?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You understand all
Yeah,
this, babe? Yeah.
perfectly, yeah.
Fantastic.
I don't quite understand how it turns hot yet, but you're going to tell
Oh,
us
well, you're
now.
going to tell us all
Believe
that.
me, I'll tell you all that when we get inside. I'll just come back round to the front here because I'll just talk more about the front here. So, moving on to the caravan itself now. The front one here is your stabiliser hitch.
Yeah.
So if you notice when it goes down, do you notice it closes in?
It was,
So
sorry.
if you look at the front here, watch the silver bits. When it comes up, it opens out.
Yeah.
And when it goes down, it closes in.
Yeah.
What this is doing is gripping onto your tow ball, and
Right.
it adds extra stability to your caravan.
Right, so that's a
So we'll
good thing
go
to have.
underneath.
Yeah, so the ball goes inside underneath.
Yeah, yeah.
So with these, it needs to be a grease-free and a paint-free tow ball. The cleaner the tow ball, the better this works.
Right, okay.
So do
well,
you have to-
ours is a fail stuff or something. Well, it came with the car.
Yeah,
It was fitted at factory.
a detachable
But do you,
one.
should you?
Yes, a
should
detachable
you,
one.
Yeah,
But
Should you
we're-
clean it? Is
Yeah,
that-
yeah, you've got to keep it nice and clean.
How
The
do you
other thing
clean it?
is-
Just with a
cloth.
wet cloth?
Ideally, something like white spirits or something like that. We use like brake cleaner here, but it's anything
Yeah.
with a high alcohol content.
Right.
So-
because imagine it takes all the grease and everything off
Right.
of the
So
grill.
you
So
want
a little
it
bottle
just
of white
little
spirit.
bottle of
Yeah.
white spirits and clean it.
Yeah.
Every day, every time you hit.
Well, no, just every time you're going to get on the road with it. I mean, if you've gone away for a week, you probably
Yeah.
won't need to do it again on the way home. But it's just every now and then.
Yeah.
Especially if it's been out and it's on the road, you know it picks up grease.
Every 4 or
Yeah.
5 times you're hitching up, just give it a quick wipe
Yeah.
with
Well,
white
the main
spirits.
thing is you can just rub your hand around it. If you feel it's greasy, clean her
Clean
off.
it then.
Yeah, sure.
Then underneath we've got your main hitch. So this is what actually sort of locks it on.
Yeah.
But again, I will show you all this when I hook it
Yeah,
up to the
when we
car, so
hook
don't,
up, yeah,
don't
yeah.
worry too much. The red cable is your breakaway cable.
Yes, now, can I just ask you about this?
Yeah.
On my car, when I went on the course, everybody seemed to have a load of room to clip this on.
Yeah.
But mine was a real bastard.
We'll have a
But
look.
My brother-in-law said that you can just do it round the tow bar and clip it back
Yeah.
round.
Yeah, you can.
You don't
This-
have to go underneath.
No,
you can,
no.
You can just...
This style clip
Say
is
there's-
designed to either
Yeah.
be looped around like that,
You see, that's the easiest. That's what he does.
or
Yeah.
clunk it straight on.
That means, Rose, I don't have to get underneath the bloody car every time.
To be
and-
honest
yeah.
though, for me personally, if I have an anchor point I can clunk it on, I would much rather do that
Then do the clip
than
round.
do the loop-a-rain.
Right.
The loop-a-rain you're fine with, but I always argue that if something's come off the car,
Yeah.
and say the toe ball just drops up, say you fitted
Yeah.
it correctly, which they do tell me is
Yeah.
very rare, but then
Yeah.
the caravan's just going to roll away, where at least if you're anchored on,
Okay.
you,
So we
it's
are back on
physically
the
Yeah.
attached.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I'll have a look
Yeah.
at the car and
Yes.
I'll give
Yeah,
you the
you tell me what
easiest
you
answer
think.
for
Yeah, you
you.
might
Yeah.
find a little better point.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
we'll
Okay.
see.
that's
Because
the
the other
better
style
one.
clips, the other
Yeah.
style clips have got a little thin flimsy bit here,
Yeah.
and you have to loop them around. With this, it gives you the options of
Yes,
either or.
okay,
But as
yeah.
long as you have got it attached in one form or another, you are legal.
Right.
That's the main
good.
thing, that you're
Okay,
legal with
fine.
that.
Yeah,
Okay. So, handbrake is as easy as handbrake
Yeah.
off,
yeah.
handbrake on.
That is really
Now,
Simple as
when
that.
we pull up at a service station, we don't need to put the handbrake
No,
on. 'cause the
no,
handbrake's
no,
on
no.
the
No,
car.
because remember, yeah, it's locked to the car, so it's the car
Yeah,
that's holding
okay,
it in place.
Yeah.
The only
But
thing
as
you need to
soon
do is
as
lock
you
it off.
disconnect it from the car, the first thing you do when you're unhitching is you get the handbrake on.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
No messing around.
Before you do anything
Before you
else.
do anything else,
Okay.
once it leaves the tow bar of the car,
Handbrake.
handbrake on.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, perfect. Well, what I'll just get into a habit of when you park it up, before you even start, just pull your handbrake on, because you can still do everything with the handbrake on.
Yeah.
It's fine. All it is if you're on a steep hill and you pop it off, there is a chance you'll roll away and then you're chasing after the brake to
Yeah,
pull it on.
sure.
They're always better. So, jockey wheel obviously winds up and down and then
Yeah.
raise and lowers off the side. But
Yeah.
this will make a lot more sense when I look it up for
Yes,
you
of
afterwards.
course, yeah.
We've then got your two leads. So,
This is 2 leads.
yeah, so the black lead does all your lights.
Yeah.
The grey lead does your reverse light, but then it also runs the power for the caravan.
So if we drive into Cornwall,
Yep.
we put the fridge on.
Yep.
By the time we get there, the ice cubes are ice cubes and the white wine's cold.
As long as you've run your fridge before and got it
So
nice and
the
cold.
night before,
Yep,
plug it into your thing in the wall at home.
yep.
Get your freezer nice and cold, and then put everything in the next morning. And the only time the fridge won't be working is when the engine is switched off of
Yeah,
the
that's
car.
it. Perfect, perfect.
So 10
So
minutes
how
here
does
and
this
there.
fit into the electric?
So
Well,
have you got the
hoping-
one socket on the
Have a
back?
look.
You got the 13 pin. I'd imagine you've got the
have a
modern one, I'd have thought.
think-
All it is, we can get an adapter and put the 2 to the 1.
You can do that.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Trying to be a full down on this side, I'd have thought. Yeah, you've got a 13 pin on that.
Right.
All that is, it's the modern version. They've got them 2 leads and put the 2 together.
Ooh.
So it's all in one.
So what do we do?
We do adapters. Well, we'll get an adapter, fit it to the caravan, and then all it means you've just got one socket to plug into
You
that.
can do that today.
Yeah,
can you?
yeah, do that today.
Before we go to the camp.
Yeah.
It's not a big job.
No. No, it's just a plug and go system. So all it is, imagine it's got 2 leads on the one end to plug them 2 in,
Yeah.
and then it's got the 13 socket on the other. So all it
Right.
does, it kind of turns them 2 leads into one.
So this will go into an adapter.
Yeah.
And then from that there'll be an adapter with another wire on,
Yeah,
which then goes into
Yeah,
the
plugs in like that.
And
okay.
do you keep them on all the time?
You keep them on when you're travelling.
Right.
Yeah.
You would only disconnect these leads when you are disconnecting the caravan.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
yeah, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, all those they're just sort of travelling items. So the black lead, obviously, say, does all the lights for the caravan,
Right.
Yeah.
and the grey one runs the power.
So it knows when we're indicating.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it
need
copies
to-
the car
we-
exactly. So
Yeah, we need to check
indication,
all that.
brakes,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
clever.
side lights, fog lights. It
Everything.
literally turns the back of the caravan into the
Into
back
the
of the
back
car.
of the car.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Perfect.
Excellent. Just say what again that was.
So that raises and lowers the handle or the bar for your jockey wheel. But again, as daft as it is, I've talked about it now.
Yeah, much
It'll
easier.
make a lot
Yeah,
more sense
yeah,
when I
yeah,
look it
yeah.
up to the car for you
You
afterwards.
also use the jockey wheel rods to spirit level from back to front.
I
so
see,
if you're level
to make
side
it-
to side, but it's going a bit that way,
Yeah.
then you've got to lower the jockey wheel a bit. Is that
Right.
correct?
Yeah.
Or the other way, you raise the jockey wheel.
And
It's
where's
just
the wheel
way-
at the back?
There is no wheel at the back.
There is
There's
no
only
wheel.
one at the front.
There's only the jockey wheel at the front, and you get your 2 wheels in the middle.
That's amazing. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving in the front here, in the very back corner there, you have got it does come with a jack. So you have
Oh,
got a
good.
jack inside there, and
Right.
that's the jack handle with it as well.
So and is there a spare wheel?
Yeah, spare wheels underslung, so I'll show you that as we're on our way.
good,
round.
yeah.
We've
And
then got-
my next door neighbour, who's a bit more sensible than I am, is going to show me how to change
Change the
tyres and
wheels,
stuff.
yeah.
He asked you to tell us where the best jacking points are.
Yeah.
Will you do that?
Yeah, we'll have a look underneath.
Yeah.
It may be
Right.
slightly different because you've got a motor mover added, but we'll have a look.
Yeah,
I'll have a
okay,
look for
fantastic.
you. So you've got your brand new leg winder. So this is how obviously you put your legs down on the caravan.
Right.
So all it is this end obviously into the socket, and then just wind down, and it will lower the leg as you wind.
And
it.
you just lower it till it touches the ground. You don't.
No, well, get down to the floor. I tend to normally do sort of 2 turns or such because you want it
Yeah.
nice, and if you imagine if you only
Firm,
just
but
put it on the
not
floor,
digging
it'll
into
still
it.
rock.
Yeah.
So you want a little bit of pressure on it just so it
not
stabilises the
like,
caravan.
yeah,
for
not
you.
like you're tightening a bloody screw up. Right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, that's it.
Right, okay.
And then we've also got your mains power cable inside here as well.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's your mains electrical book.
that's one into this one.
Yeah, and one into the socket on
Yeah,
the side.
sometimes you have to turn it clockwise, sometimes you don't.
No, no, that's straight in. I'll show you these ones. So simple.
Okay.
So simple. Okay.
Superb.
So you can store items in the front here. Just watch what you're putting in here. Don't overload it as such. You will know if you've overloaded it because when you put it onto the car, the nose will be right down on the floor.
Right.
Sure. We just thought, but you know, maybe like a little bit of carpet and some gloves.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
if it's pissing down.
Yeah,
you know,
no,
that
you're
kind of
fine.
thing.
Believe me, you will see on caravan sites, you'll see how much people cram in them. But
Really,
the
yeah.
less you
Would you
cram in the
leave?
tower.
Would you put these in the front?
Yeah, I'd keep
Yeah,
that.
light on.
I'd keep that. I'd keep that. I'd keep that in there.
Right.
Obviously keep that in there.
All right. So these 4 items you would keep in there.
Yeah, all in
the
there.
water
like
thing.
the Acarols and the Wastemasters, no, I wouldn't. You may fit your Wastemaster in, but what most people tend to do is you can get bags and things for them, put them in a bag and chuck them inside the van.
Or just keep them in your shower or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
or your
Wherever,
bathroom.
because
Yeah.
they're not heavy, these things.
No,
are
no,
they?
no,
So
anywhere,
no.
they're just
No.
the right away. So, first thing we come across is your water inlet. So,
Yeah.
this is your water pipe.
Yeah.
It's just my Acarol. So, this is your pipe with the van. Now, all
Yeah.
it is you have to hold the lid back
Yeah.
to remove your pipe.
Right.
Well, she comes. Okay, and there's just a filter on the end there. So, all you do is just drop it inside your barrel.
So you filled your barrel up.
Yeah.
Full of water.
Yep.
You drop this in first, Roz.
Yeah. Put the cover over just to stop
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
bugs or anything getting in there.
Yeah.
And then push it, and it's the lid there that holds it in place.
That
Superb.
holds it in place.
Yeah.
there.
Easy.
Yeah.
All you need to remember when you're removing it is just simply lift it up, pull it back.
Easy, isn't
Lift
it?
Okay.
it up, pull
But
it
make
back.
sure you're holding
And then
that back.
and then you pull this out of your barrel and you just keep that somewhere loose.
Yeah, I'd always keep it in your kitchen sink for when you're
Throw
travelling.
that in your kitchen.
Yeah, it's the most hygienic place. A lot
Yes,
of people
of
will put it
course.
in the gas lockers
No,
here.
it's all
I don't
dirty.
like that.
So, yeah, you can put your aqua roll in the shower room and that in the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Then you know where it is when you get
So
it.
far, so good.
Okay.
All right, Ross.
Front
Yeah,
legs.
absolutely.
So your first front leg's just in the corner here. Your other one's just on the other side. So all it is leg winder on and wind away, and then you'll see the leg lowering down.
Yes, it's that simple, innit?
Yeah.
So one at the front here.
Yeah.
So you
Does
obviously
that-
put the legs down before you put this on.
Yeah, you would do. Well, yeah,
But is there one each side?
yeah, one on this side and one on the other,
And one
then
at
the
the back.
2 on the back.
So it's 4. You've got
Yeah,
to you've got to
4.
wind 4 legs down,
Yeah.
basically. But do you do that after you've leveled the caravan?
Yeah.
So you level the caravan first, Roz, with
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
your
make
screw.
sure it's all
And then
straighted.
once it's all done, you just use that then
To hold
not
it
to
in
level
place.
it, to secure what you've already leveled.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. So, next one down. Now, what this is the vent for your hot water boiler.
Right.
So you've asked about where your hot water comes from.
Sure.
I'll show you on the inside of here, but just inside there, there's a lovely little water boiler, 10 litre hot water boiler.
Right.
It'll run on electric, gas, or gas and electric at the same time.
Yeah.
But what it is, anything to do with gas, you need to remove this cover. So the
Right.
covers just come from here. So all it is over the top, gentle tap on the bottom.
Right.
So if you're running it on electric, leave it on. But can you hear it
Leave it
ticking now? It's going to be mad because
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
covered it. So
Yeah.
I'll take it off. And it'll
Right.
light. So
So if we're ever in a situation where we're on a field and we're running on gas,
Come
we
and
take
take
that
that
off.
off.
yeah,
Yeah.
But this is just your hot water boiler.
Right.
So just if you want to run your hot water boiler
But
on
if we're
gas.
not running the hot water, we just leave that on.
No, if you're running it on electric, you're fine with the cover on it. It's
But if,
only
if
you're
we're
running
on a
it
field
gas.
and we decide we're not using any hot water, we're all right just to leave that on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only if you're running a hot water boiler when you're on gas,
Yeah.
you take that off.
Yeah, other than that,
Bring
you
it
can
inside
leave it
the
on.
caravan, and then
Keep
when
it
you move
safe.
off, put it back.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect.
All right, Ross?
Yep, perfect.
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
Got it.
How are we doing?
Pretty well. Pretty
Have
well.
you had anybody worse than us?
A million times.
Really?
worse.
Seriously?
Probably shouldn't say I'm on camera, but I had one
Yeah.
gentleman I had to show him 4 times how to wind the leg down.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not
I mean, just putting it on and winding, they could not grasp it. They'd done no research. They knew absolutely nothing.
Really?
It was, yeah. I think it spent about 6 hours with them. Bless them. I still don't think they got them. So what we got here now? So first thing, the blue cable. That's your mains hookup.
This is what.
Yeah.
This is
You've
what
got the
you
lead
showed us
in there.
Roz,
So
yeah.
all it is
Yeah.
to remove it is open up the flap and then pull it down. It's as easy as
See
that.
that
Maybe
again?
have a go, Gary.
Can I just have a go at that?
Yeah.
So,
Imagine you've got to lift the flap up because you see the little catch there, it catches, so you need to lift the lid back. But that's
the
how
lid
you get it on. Yeah, so now just push her on. Sit all the way. That's it. Perfect.
is that it? And
yeah,
then it
that's
just
it.
flicks back, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're on, yeah?
The lights have come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So all it is when you're plugging in, always plug it into the caravan first and then take it to the post. All it is.
Caravan first, then the post.
Yeah, because
Is that true with everything, more or less?
Yeah, because all it is, you want to put it into the dead power first before you plug it into live. Because
course.
imagine what you're doing when you're plugging it into live, you're carrying a live cable, and if you're dragging it across wet grass, you never know, do you?
Not
So
good.
always caravan first and then plug it into
Right.
the post.
Okay.
Okay.
Leisure battery.
So there's still more.
Okay.
What we've got
What's
here
that?
is
Yeah.
an external satellite feed
Right.
or an external TV feed. So
Go on.
all it is set up for satellite at the minute, so that means you can screw a satellite cable onto that, and I'll show you where it comes out inside the van. But on the reverse side of that, if you've got a TV signal on the site, so on the post where your electric is, if you've got a TV aerial plugged into that,
Yeah.
you can run your aerial from here to there, but what you need to do is get a screw attachment to go over the top of this.
A screw attached
Yeah,
to
and all it's called an F connection, and all it
F
is, it
connection.
turns it into a TV signal.
Right.
A TV
But
aerial.
we've just bought a normal Blaupunkt 24-inch HD thing
Yeah.
for the caravan. What do we need just to run that one? We
You've
get to a
got
campsite.
you've got an onboard TV aerial anyway. So I know for a fact up at Love to Stay. Do you see the big hill in front of us
Yeah.
there? You
Yeah.
can just see just to the left hand side of the peak.
Yeah.
That's our TV aerial.
Right.
So I can tell you for a fact you won't even have to
No
put your
problem.
aerial up in the air.
So
to get full signal.
a lot of. But if we're in a campsite somewhere, I mean, it might not work the same in Europe. But if we're
Yeah.
in Britain and we just get to a place, literally, we just take the aerial out the back of our telly,
Plug it in the wall.
into there,
Yeah.
and the TV will come on.
Yeah,
we don't
that's
need
it.
to do anything down
No,
there.
no,
Just
no.
leave it.
This is just if you want an external. All this is, if you remember back in the day when you went to caravans, they always had a big pole with a TV
Yeah.
aerial on
And you
and a
get your
cable
satellite
going through the
channels.
window.
Yeah, yeah. You don't need it anymore.
No, all it is that plugs in there and then it comes out just inside there, but I'll show you when we get inside.
Right, but it
which
is
one
possible for us never to bother with that,
No.
just to have our
All
normal
this
aerial.
is, but there is some places like deepest, darkest Wales, you can't even get a radio signal. So what the site will do is put up their own TV mast
And you
and
get
you'll
a
have a signal you can pick up off your post. Not
Right.
all the time, but on some
but for
sites they do.
that, but for that, we will need to get a, what's it called?
F connector.
An F connector.
Yeah, all it is, it's just a bit that screws over. You know, like your TV aerials at home,
Yeah.
it just turns it into one of them, so you can plug a
We'll get
normal
one
aerial
anyway.
socket
We'll
into
not
there.
sort
Are they
that.
expensive to buy?
No, tuppence.
Pence.
Couple of quid. Sort
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
nothing.
Fine,
No,
fine.
no big
Yeah.
odds.
Okay.
Then, last thing inside here, the black cylinder here, that is the isolation key for your motor mover. So that's where you send the 12 volt power to your motor mover.
What does
But
that mean?
Again, I'll give you a description in that. So imagine your motor mover is what moves the
There.
caravan
Yeah.
without anything, but imagine
Yeah.
there's no power going to it now.
Right.
All that does is sort of sets the circuit between your battery and that.
So how do you switch that on?
I'll show you
Later.
Oh yeah, it's a
Draw
red,
the show us
red
later.
key. All you do is key in, turn around, lock it on.
So it's
Simple
like
as that.
switching a switch on,
Yeah,
and then
that's
you,
it.
you're ready to go with your motor
Yeah,
mover.
yeah, but I'll give
Okay.
you a demonstration after,
Yeah,
so don't
sure,
worry
yeah,
too
yeah.
much about that.
Fantastic.
Now. So next one down, got your lovely leisure battery, brand new
Yeah.
battery fitted in, ready to go for you.
Lovely.
So
And
it's all
leave
connected,
that.
fitted.
You
Yeah.
don't need to do anything with that.
Nope.
That's something you'd leave to a professional. If someone went wrong with it, you'd bring it into you guys.
Yeah, I mean the battery's so simple to change. If you do ever need to, all it is unscrew that there, slide it out, and these are just push-on connectors. All they do is they lift up from the end there, and you can just simply lift
So
it
you
off.
can get rid of that.
Unscrew that, slide
Pull
it
this
out,
out.
pop it down here, and then them connectors literally just lift up like that.
Now,
And
what's
then
this
you
about? How do we
reconnect it.
charge this and all that
So
sort of stuff?
what it is, on board you've got a 12 volt battery charger.
Right.
So when you're plugged into the mains, it's running a battery charger, recharging back up this battery. So what
Right.
it means, you've got a continual cycle of electricity.
So if we come home, we've been in Europe 5-6 weeks. We come home, we're not going to be going out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Do we just leave that
Yeah.
as it is?
What I'll do is, you've already said you're keeping it at home.
Yeah.
Just plug it in at home. Because
So
it's after
plug what
this.
in?
Imagine if you've plugged your mains in,
Yeah.
and then on the other end, what you can get in our shop is a 3-pin adapter. So you've
That's
got a
right, that
3
goes
pin on the
straight-
one
we're gonna
end,
get one
and then
today.
you've got a blue socket like that on the other. You can plug
Yeah.
this lead in, so you can charge it up while it's sat on the drive.
Right.
So you'll be
that-
fine for a couple of weeks, but if you've left it for a month or so,
It'll
I
be
would
flat.
check the battery and
So
charge it up
every
before you
couple
go
of
away.
weeks, we need to, if it's there for a month, after
Yeah.
a fortnight, stick this through the bathroom window, plug it into the wall.
Yeah,
inside
leave
the
it on for
house.
24 hours or something, let the battery charge up and then just unplug
And how
it.
do we know the battery's charged?
I'll show you, there's a gauge inside.
Okay,
So I'll show you that
fantastic,
inside.
yeah.
Okay.
But if we're going away every 10 or 12 days, there's
wouldn't
no
worry.
need.
It'll
You don't need
do
to.
it
Wow,
itself.
she'll be a well-used van. She'll,
I know.
she'll love you
I
for
tell you
that.
what, the other thing is, of course, if every time before we're going away we're charging up the fridge the night before, that's going to charge the battery anyway.
Yeah. As soon as you've got mains plugged into it, that's running the battery charger, charging it back
Fantastic.
up.
Okay.
But I'll show you again. There is on off switch, but I'll show you that.
Yes,
inside.
okay.
Black aerial is nothing exciting. That's just the aerial for your radio.
Okay, and does that need to come out and stuff
No,
like
it just
that?
stays there, does it?
It's a bit like on your car. Car's got built-in ones there. You will find it's only when you're in remote places that you may need to pull it out. But I know for a fact, again up at Love to Stay, you won't have no problem picking up all the radio.